there's currently this trend going on where a lot of players are saying that TYRANITAR is actually not as good as people make it out to be. It's just the noob stomper, and people just don't know how to play against it. And I'm just here to tell you, they are beyond wrong. TYRANITAR right now is one, or if not the most broken thing in the entire game, and should probably be banned in every single draft game. In blind pick, of course, which there happens, will be played sometimes, but in draft it should be banned pretty much 100% of the games, because it is that broken. It's not just a noob stomper. Let me tell you that much. And people are like, yeah, you can kite it or something. But no, you can't. I will explain throughout this game how TYRANITAR works, and I feel like the Stone Edge buff and Sand Tomb buffs make it very different to how it used to be played. Right, you used to be able to kite it, but now with Sand Tomb, you have such a massive engage, a 1.5 second stun on it, a half second increase with a much faster Stone Edge, just allows you to burst down targets before they can even start kiting you, right? So don't let anyone tell you that TYRANITAR is not broken. I even can play it in lane. This game, of course, I went for central area, but you can even play it in path, and I had so much success just 1v9 carrying games with TYRANITAR, even going for top or bot path, because Stone Edge actually feels pretty good early game now as well, where you can actually farm last hits in lane quite well. So of course we still have to get to level 9 to actually unlock our Sand Tomb, and even in solo queue, right? Maybe in 5 stacks it's not as great, but most of us play solo queue or duo queues. In that kind of scenario, it's beyond broken, and specifically, if also teamed up with any healer, as soon as TYRANITAR in late game or mid game starts grouping with his team, the game feels so beyond helpless. You can't take it down. It's also a bit more tankier now, which those buffs, I mean, they still do a bit, but not all too much. But just the Stone Edge being so much faster and Sand Tomb stunning for half a second longer, that is a crazy buff that people, I feel like, are just not really understanding. Also, Sand Tomb slowing even more now, which makes it hard to run out of it. Just this 1.5 second stun allows the wave of Sand Tomb to hit much easier. In case you don't know, once you go with Sand Tomb out, you can reactivate something, a wave that pulls more targets in. And now with the duration increase of Sand Tomb stun, the wave is super easy to hit, especially on Pokemon who don't have a lot of, you know, mobility on top of it. Of course, you can get targeted if you first pick TYRANITAR. The enemies can pick, like, I don't know, Umbreon, they can play Slowbro, right? They can play Fire Spin. But even in the most difficult games, I felt like I had success in, just because of also eject button engaging onto the backline. If I just Sand Tomb eject button onto an attacker, they're beyond gone. They're stunned for so long. My Stone Edges activate so fast now that they will just get bursted down. And yeah, Slowbro, of course, is a great Pokemon, but enemies right here, they have Slowbro, for example. And we will see if that's going to be enough to take me down. We're going to get level 9 right here. You can see Stone Edge farms very fast. I was always good at farming, but now even better, just because they speed it up by quite a good amount. So we already get out TYRANITAR without even getting much in this game. Already at 650, quite comfortably, right? Of course, you can always invade TYRANITAR too, but I even said, even in path now, TYRANITAR feels pretty good to me, and I even played it on purpose, and I felt like it actually was pretty decent. So now we're going to look for our Sand Tomb stun. We have to stun with the middle of Sand Tomb. This one is going to be missed. Of course, Talonflame does dodge away from it, so he's going to return to farming. You still want to farm as much experience as possible, of course, with a TYRANITAR. Look for the stun. This one missed as well, but I can still just walk up. I can Stone Edge the ground, do a lot of damage. Slowbro just dies through the shield of his skull. Doesn't even help at all. Wait for next Sand Tomb, jumping forward again. And it's just, like, if you have healing as well, if there's a Blissey, Clefable, Umbreon or something, like, there's still not much you can do about it. And it will still happen. And even these normal solo queue games, if you jump forward, you get the wave out, we Stone Edge, and there's nothing you can do about it. It feels so tanky, it gets so strong so much earlier on now. Again, another Sand Tomb. We follow up with our wave if we can. This time we got stunned though. Blissey has X speed and actually gets away. And you might say, yeah, just kite TYRANITAR, but you can just play around Sand Tomb every single time now. You just press Sand Tomb. If it misses, you can just run back off again quite easily too, because the enemies are slowed anyways inside of Sand Tomb. And we're just going to keep on playing around our Sand Tomb. That's all we care about. Here we force Blissey Unite, but we have true damage, so, I mean, actually we're out of our Sand Tomb now. Also very important, only if TYRANITAR is inside of Sand Tomb, it actually does true damage. Also good to know if you play against TYRANITAR. So as soon as TYRANITAR is outside of the Sand Tomb circle, it will no longer do true damage. Unlike Ancient Power, you just have to hit it one time, and TYRANITAR has true damage over a certain amount of duration, while when you play Sand Tomb, it's only inside of the Sand Tomb circle. The moment TYRANITAR steps out of it, it's no longer true damage. Already almost level 12 now, 5 minutes into the game. And also, like in late on Unite moves, or late on team fights, I just activate Unite, I Sand Tomb, eject button forward onto the enemy backline, do a Sand Tomb, Stomp, Stone Edge, and I can just one-shot a Squishy so easily. It feels absolutely incredible to play this Pokemon right now. And it's banned for 90%, so I don't understand how people can be sitting out there being like, yeah, it's just because the player base is bad. I really don't think that's the case. I struggle against it as well. If the enemies have a Tyranitar, I know the game is going to be quite difficult. It doesn't matter what Pokemon I play. I know that it can be quite, it's an absolute challenge of a game, because it's so strong right now. And if the enemies is a good Tyranitar player, I already know, yeah, probably there's not a high chance of winning this. And even if the Tyranitar's bad, I've lost against the worst Tyranitar players imaginable, just because they got to 13-14 with like 1-2 comeback KOs, they just farmed a bit, they didn't even play good all game, and then they just win late game because Tyranitar's an absolute monster still in late game. Doesn't matter what, and it feels even easier to get towards this point now. We're gonna go maybe onto this goal. Of course, Tyranitar with true damage can dive goods pretty easily. Here, I activate Unite, this is what I said. I activate my wave, I stomp the ground, I Stone Edge, and yeah, Garchomp disappears. Gonna keep stomping the ground. Another Sand Tomb stun. Slowbro's locked down. We're gonna keep auto-taking, keep Stone Edging, and I mean, like, it is so much damage. Yes, I'm high level now, but I feel like every time I played Tyranitar, I was high level. Going in for Garchomp now, get a 5 KO right here. Very easy. And after diving the score, I'm still at full HP right now, by the way. I'm still at full HP. Looking for another Sand Tomb right here onto someone, maybe. This time I missed it a bit. Okay, that was a massive whiff. Of course, you can still dodge all these things, right? But in the end, man, I absolutely hate playing against. When I play Blind Pig and then we have Tyranitar and I play like Blaziken, I already know, like, it's gonna be so difficult to carry this game. Strawberry living right here. But I'm just almost diving the enemy goal zone, or the end goal zone, right here too. So, currently also for the bit, I'm playing a Take Weight Weakness Policy, and I think Muscle Band just to clear jungle early on. You can also play Razor Claw in lane, or Cookie in lane, also very strong. But I just want to clear jungle as fast as possible. So, yeah, and I just have a healer. Like, people say, okay, maybe if you don't have a healer, do you don't have a healer every game? I feel like you have a healer every game still quite a good amount currently. Especially in draft games, because there's a higher chance for it to happen. Jump forward, stun again. And this game just feels so easy. It just feels so easy. I got to level 9 without even doing much. Because Stone Edge was able to farm quite fast. And even Pupitar and Path, like, it can actually fight you now, because Stone Edge actually does damage compared to Dark Pulse. Right, Dark Pulse was always like, yeah, Pupitar feels so weak with it. But now with Stone Edge, actually, Pupitar feels quite fun. My team is kind of inting right here, so it's kind of scary, because if there's Slowbro Unite, I could get taken off the game, so I'm going to try to trap. I look for a stun maybe on the backline. We go for the stun here onto Sylveon, which, yeah, gets away with it, but he's going to activate Unite move, stomp the ground. We still at half HP somehow. Looking for the next stun. We stun Sylveon, we pull it in with a wave, but it has actually walked the other way. It had a lot of move speed though, so I was able to dodge it. But because it walked the other way, it had to walk into us, and it still goes down too. Now we can look for Ray, look for more KOs. We have a very huge lead, so I kind of don't want to necessarily do Ray. But we're just going to zone, we're going to see who's going to jump forward. Follow team finishes it off, and Aedigos gets it. And I don't know, man. You say like, yeah, Fire Spin Delphox. If you play Fire Spin Delphox into Tyranitar, you are going to die to Sand Tomb almost every single team fight. Unless, of course, you're going to have eject button up, right? But even if you have eject button up, Tyranitar can also just move away. I feel like Tyranitar can just move out of the fight and be totally fine. So let me know in the comments if you think Tyranitar's broken. I think people will say this Pokemon is just a noob stomper and the player base is just bad. Are absolutely cooked right now. This Pokemon is absolutely broken and it should be banned every single game.